Well, excuse my poor videography skills, but I'm going to do the best I can. So I started by turning on the machine. It's pretty simple. It's already connected to the app or the website that I'm using. So if you are not connected yet, I will show you when you do that. So I'm going to go to the computer, and this is what I have preset. But what I'm going to do is show you how to start from fresh. I'm going to save this. Okay. When you first go to either the website or the app, this is the screen you'll have. If you go to the website, there's an option up top to shop or design. You're going to go to design. And when you do, this is what the screen's going to look like. You'll go to new project, and it's just going to be a blank screen like this. So then you'll go to text, and you'll type in mom if that's what you're working with. And then if you want to change the font, you come up here and you pick a font. I actually just forgot what font I was using, so I'm going to go back to where I was and open up the one I've already started so I can show you what to do. Okay. Oh, it's just taking a minute. Okay. So here I have it. And what I did is I typed in mom and I changed the font up here, and my font is Beefcakes. So you would click on this text that you've started and change your font to whichever you want. There's a lot in here that you can choose from. This is just one of the first ones I saw that would work. So once you change your font, you can adjust it to whichever size you want, like this. And once you get the size that you like, you're gonna go right up here where it says ungroup and ungroup it. So now each letter is separate. Once you do that, you're able to move it. I did this because I'm assuming that you're going to do a different picture with each letter. And I will show you from here. I'm going to go ahead and delete these extra letters. Okay. So now that you have your separate letters, you can place them where you think your picture might fit. And I'm going to show you what I mean by this really quick. Here's my mat. And I put the pictures where each of the letters are. And you can kind of play around with this. So these letters are about 3.5 inches each. And so I just kind of strategically placed them where I think they would line up with the picture. And these are just some duplicate pictures that I already had. So you'll see the M here is placed right at the edge at the 1 inch mark. So I've got it between 1 and 4.5 inches. And so that means here at this 1 inch mark to about 4.5, I actually don't have it lined up right. So you'll see that I can, instead of moving the picture that's already stuck on there, just move this M over just a little bit. And that's how I would line it up to be cut into the picture. And so I have this picture between the 7 and 11 inch mark. And so I can kind of decide where I want that O to cut a little bit. And so it's going to be between the 7 and 11 inch there. I'm going to move it over a little bit because looking here, there's like a good solid place on the left side if I wanted to try to get her eyes in there. So that's the O, and here's the other M. I have it placed between 8 and 11.5 inches. And so, again, this starts a little below the 7. So I'm going to move this M up just a little. I don't know if any of that made sense, but I'm kind of, the way I have these M's placed on here, I kind of want them to cut into the picture. So these grids are really helpful for knowing where you want your picture to line up. Okay, once that is done, you want to make sure that you highlight the whole thing, all 3 letters. It'll highlight the whole thing, and you want to group them back together, and then you want to attach. And the reason for this is so that when you go to cut it, these stay the same distance apart. If you don't attach them, when you go to cut it, all the letters are going to be up here at the top. And I'll show you what I mean by that. If you don't attach it or group it back together, when you go to make it, it's all gonna come up here on the top of this grid. It's not gonna be lined up where you put it. So now I'll show you. This way you know if this accidentally happens, if it's all at the top of that grid and you don't want it like that, this is how you fix it. So you're gonna group it, then attach it. Now when I go to make it, it's all lined up where I put it on the grid. Okay, easy enough. So next I'm going, after you hit make it, just click continue if it's where you want it to be on the mat. And now you'll see up here it is connecting to my machine. If it doesn't automatically connect to your machine, then it'll give you options to set it up. If you have questions on that, you can always call me and ask, and I can help you with that. So now we're just waiting for this to pick up my machine. It is on. Okay. Now you might have a list of materials already here. Might look like this, but more than likely photo paper is not on there. So you'll click Browse All Materials, and you can type in photo here, and you'll find photo paper. Okay. Then you'll come down here and click Done. And now it's going to tell you to load your mat. So coming back to my machine, putting in the mat. I want to push these pictures down to make sure. You might want to use paper between your fingers and the pictures so you don't leave fingerprints. But all right, to load the mat, you just click this button here. Mine loaded a little crooked because I'm not using 2 hands. Let me do that one more time. Okay. All right, and then as soon as it starts flashing over here, you'll click that button. That's going to start the cut. Okay, you'll see it is cutting. The machine will tell you what percentage it's at here. You'll see it cutting here. Once it's done, this button will flash and it will feed the machine back, or the mat back out. And now I can show you how it cut. I'm gonna pull these pictures off. Actually, I have a tool that helps me with this, but since I'm trying to work one-handed, here's the M. the O. Oh. Sorry. And the other N. And so now, if I can get these off with one hand, I'm not too concerned about how they turn out. I know my machine came with a little spatula tool that would come in handy for this removal. But get the M-O-N. So you may find that your stencils work a little better if you want to, oh goodness, be more precise. But this does make it fairly easy, and it gives you a good clean cut. I mean, minus where I ripped these because I was using my fingers, but that's kind of how it works out. You can let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, I hope you are able to do it either way. I'd like to see a picture when you're done though. Thank you.